Welcome to a complete history of trees. To kick off this inaugural episode, we need to go back 34 years to skiing on the Atari 2600. After that, we've got the really very similar alpine ski, and in 1982, Horace Goes Skiing further underlined the fact that trees are the apex predator of anything that goes down a slope. Things stay fatal with 1983's 3D Death Chase, then we get our first glimpse of sprawling forests in The Lords of Midnight. Next, we get to take axe-shaped revenge in Timber, an arcade title which let you take control of the tree's natural enemy, the lumberjack. Chaos let us conjure our own trees in the same year that Legend of Cage gave us massive climbable forests a la Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Wonder Boy had colourful forests, Dragon Quest II had Yggdrasil, and Mega Man 2 gave us our first foliage-based robot in the chunky shape of Woodman. There's a Dr. Willy in their joke somewhere, but we're better than that. We'll have a quick mention of Treasure Island Dizzy's verdant tropical palms before we fast forward to Super Mario World in 1990, which gave us bright greens and juicy nommable fruit. Nintendo continued to be at the cutting edge of tree design with the crisp foliage of A Link to the Past, and let's not forget Sega, who gave us Sonic the Hedgehog's pleasing angular palms. And then this happened. Honestly, at the time, those cardboard wizard hats of Virtua Racer were pretty impressive. Kirby's Dream Land proved that trees make terrible bosses, and we can't talk about game trees without a special mention of the Living Forest from Mortal Kombat 2. There's another villain tree in Final Fantasy V's X-Death, the benevolent Mana tree in Secret of Mana, Jungle Warfare in Cannon Fodder, and 1994's Wario Woods is somewhat obviously all about trees. Yoshi's Island had these beautiful crayon efforts, but our next big leap comes with Super Mario 64, which featured trees you could shimmy up and even do handstands on. Next, we're stretching the definition of tree with Resident Evil's Plant 42 and Tekken 3's wood-based training dummy, Makujin. We'll also include Forest Law 2, if only for the pun. In 1998, we met the great Deku Tree from Ocarina of Time, then Pokemon Gold and Silver gave us Sudowoodo. Things got gorgeous with the Aether Tree from Final Fantasy IX, and Animal Crossing even let us grow our own fruit. In Shenmue 2, we could practice martial arts on a trunk, then Morrowind delivered limp swamps and enormous mushrooms. We got the World Tree in Tales of Symphonia a year later before World of Warcraft let us go all Treebeard with the druid's ability to turn into a tree ant. Next, trees got their stealth makeover in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, the same year that Far Cry set the benchmark for lush green jungle. Oblivion showed off the gently swaying forests of Cyrodiil, then Akami gave foliage a gorgeous artistic makeover. A quick stop at Fallout 3 to say hello to Harold, an NPC that's part man, part tree, all unhappy. Then we fast forward to Alan Wake's impressive misty forests, which will contrast here with Deadly Premonition's much less impressive ones. 2011 brought us pine fresh goodness in the shape of Skyrim, which also let us chop logs and lark about in lumber mills. This year also saw the arrival of Minecraft, a game that gave punching wood an entirely new meaning. Dark Souls made us hate trees with the Great Hollow, and we can contrast the cold bare trees of Dear Esther with the glorious lo-fi styling of Proteus, which followed a year later. Old Father Oak arrived to cheer us up in 2013's Ninokuni, released the same year that we saw an updated version of Yggdrasil in Lightning Returns. And of course, if you really want to see how much better trees look now, take a glance at Crysis 3, Battlefield 4 and The Last of Us. We have come a long way since Horace. And that's your lot for this episode, but please do let us know if we've missed anything leafy and suitably important. Remember to hit like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe now to see more complete history videos in the future.